I'm honestly a little shocked with the numbers that we're seeing here. I truly expected that at least people would rubberneck and tune in for a premiere of a season of Doctor Who, but the fans are done. They have burned all of the goodwill, burned every bridge possible, and this is the end result of exactly what's happening. I think there's a few reasons for this just beyond their insufferable woke politics, their terrible episodes, their terrible plotting, the fact that this doesn't feel like Doctor Who anymore. That of course contributed a lot to this. But the current format of TV is also to blame here, which is just stupid. They need to stop doing this in streaming in general, but they're not going to. We know exactly what's going to happen. All these people always are going to double down on all of this stuff, and we're going to get into the ratings and what happened with this episode in just a bit. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things science fiction here, my friends. This is the Science Fiction News. My name's John Delarose. I'm a science fiction writer myself, and I think if you like classic Doctor Who, you're going to really love my Immortal Edge spy thriller in space. This has sci-fi elements. It has a cool plot. It's got really interesting characters. This is everything. I could actually turn this into a Doctor Who episode very easily, but as a plot. But never mind. They're never going to hire me. You should check it out, though, because you enjoy science fiction, and I really appreciate you guys for reading and being here. This is available on ebook, print, and audio in the description below. Thank you so much, everybody, for making this a tremendous success. We actually crowdfunded this one back in the day, along with a comic book with the same character in it. I'm building my own franchise here. Maybe we'll do animation. Maybe we'll even get a science fiction TV show one day. It'd be a lot of fun. It all starts here. Support independent media. Support great science fiction. It's in the description below. Thank you guys so much for reading. Only $4.99 to check it out, and I appreciate you for reading. All right, so Ncuti Gatwa Season 2 opened as the lowest-rated Doctor Who episode of all time, with the robot revolution spelling more trouble for the embattled show. It was a train wreck. I could have made multiple videos out of my review yesterday. If you haven't watched it, go see it. Because there's just so many problems with it on so many levels. It was the laziest writing I've ever seen Russell T Davies do. He literally just ripped things from current year and threw them in there. He literally had an evil AI generator because he's scared that, the AI is going to replace him as a writer because he doesn't have any talent anymore. Number two, it was a literal planet of the incels. That was I think they said in this, the white male was the bad guy. He was a gamer. He wanted to control the woman. And Varada Sethu is frankly the most insufferable companion of all time. I mean, she is so awful and just lectures the Doctor, just treats him like he's dirt. And why would we want to watch this in a Doctor Who show? This is Doctor Who's supposed to be, the Doctor's supposed to be a hero. Somebody that we aspire to, somebody that we love, somebody with masculine qualities who solves problems. And having this woman just be like, you have no right to do this. Don't shush me. You quiet when I'm talking. I'm a woman. The entire episode is just awful. I mean, Millie Gibson, for all the show's flaws last year, with the Ruby Sunday character, was actually the most compelling part of the show last season. She was great. And it's really, really sad to see, okay, well, let's replace with another diversity thing. The one thing that you like, we're going to rip it from you and make it worse. And that seems to be Russell T Davies' mantra with the show. If you like something, I'm going to rip it from you and I'm going to make it worse. This started at the very beginning with the 60th anniversary specials when he came back, when he just brought back David Tennant, kind of, and then they brought in a new Rose, and this new Rose is actually a black dude pretending to be a woman, and they call him beautiful woman, over and over and over again throughout the entire episode, just to gaslight you during the whole process. Then they take Sir Isaac Newton, a real historical figure, and make him into an Indian guy. It's like why would you do this? But it's about ripping it from you. It's about tearing it down. These people are nihilists. They just have these terrible philosophies that are anti-human, and that's why they can't write compelling fiction about heroes anymore. It just doesn't exist. And so the end result here is a major problem for the show. And so we've known, as this is coming along, we've watched the train wreck, right? Russell T Davies said it was going to no longer be sci-fi. It's going to be fantasy now. Right? Gatwa said, before at the start of the season, he was telling people, don't watch, go touch grass. calling the fans racist, right? Before it even came out for the opener, right? Now this year, Verada Sethu ahead of time embraces Dr. Woke, says it's good. Dr. Woke is a good thing. And then on top of it, she says that the show's going to piss people off, and she brags about pissing people off. Now, as an entertainment program, if you know you have a fan base and you go in there and you say, I'm going to intentionally piss people off, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to just go even further with this, that's a bad plan. So Disney, of course, throws millions and millions of dollars at this. It was the best production I've ever seen in a Doctor Who episode. It was beautiful. And it's really, really sad to watch how beautiful it is with this just train wreck of writing on top of it. Just crazy. But oh well, they get what they deserve. And yes, you can watch my full review if you want to do that. That's kind of the backdrop for where this all started. So, of course, immediately, we knew the 60th anniversary specials had the lowest ratings of any special. Then it hit the church on Ruby Sunday, which was the Christmas special to start the Gatwa era. And that had the lowest ratings of any Christmas special of all time. Then it dipped again for the actual show. Now, the lowest it got in season 1 was 2.02 million in the ratings. And I kept waiting for it to drop because each episode kept dropping. There was a couple bumps up that were little outliers, and then it kept dropping again. The season finale picked up a little bit. And I was thinking, when is this going to drop below 2 million? That's going to be the marker where it really shows how big of a failure it is, because this has never happened, right? And I was thinking, okay, I actually thought the season 2 opener would bump up again, that people would go, okay, there's a new season, we'll check it out. And nope. But it still didn't drop below 2 million. It actually hit in the ratings that exact 2 million number, which is still the lowest ratings of all time. Don't get me wrong, but this is last year. You could see 2.6. It started out with episode 1, 2.4, 2.0, jump back up to 2.6, back down, and then a little bump for the finale, right? So all this like 2.6 to 2.25, these people all just tuned out, and they just said, you know what, we're out. And so that's a huge drop. Like if you look at the people who tuned in at the beginning of last season, and you look at the difference, like what is the actual difference? That's about a 25% drop from last year. I mean, that's a dismal deal, right? And so we're now at 2.0 to start, and that's the opening. So that means next episode's going to 100% for sure drop below 2.0 million, which is crazy. So this is how bad it is. This is a dismal state. They're done. They're absolutely done. All the cancellation rumors, all of this, Russell T Davies going to be gone as showrunner rumors, him talking about the pause after this, the fact that there's no Christmas special coming this year, it's done. Disney has poured too much money into this. The ratings are lower than ever before. They actually are bragging that these episodes are the highest budget of ever before. So they're spending even more money to get less audience. And you know it's not going to continue after this. And they're proud of it. That's the craziest part, is they're proud to do this to the legacy of Doctor Who. And that's the mind-boggling thing. It's like, who let these people do this? Now, there is a reason beside all of the bad writing, the woke politics and all that has contributed to this. And that's the fact that this is really not a season 2. This is all the same season. We have 16 episodes. That is one season. They've split it into 2, but it is one season. So you watched 8 episodes. There's nothing to get excited about for the next year. And then there's a whole year that goes by with 8 episodes are in. And it's like, well, yeah, it's 8 episodes, not a big investment. I don't care. That whole format of streaming has killed so many TV shows. Because remember, back in the day, you'd get these full long seasons. You'd be watching week after week for like 4 or 5 months. And then you'd have have a break. Maybe a little bit in between for the Christmas special, and then you'd have 2 months here, 2 months there, and then maybe you get one more special possibly in between there also, right? And with all that, you'd maybe have the summer off, and then you'd be back and you'd remember Doctor Who again. Well, you can't do this kind of schedule where it's like, oh, I'm gone for a year. I mean, people forget about it, and for good reason, because nobody wanted to remember this to begin with, especially if you have something bad. There's no anticipation going on. So that format also helps kill the show as well. Now, this is going to be gone by the end of May, and I think we're just going to quietly hear this disappear. We have the War Between the Land and the Sea spinoff that filmed a few episodes, and that's going to be Russell T Davies' swan song. It'll be gone after this, and thank the maker, my friends, because this is a disaster. So that's where I think we're at with Doctor Who. And like I said, the guaranteed cancellation at this point. There's no possible way it comes back from this, and it's only going to get worse in this season, my friends. Like, this has not yet begun to become cringe, and you know what's coming. We'll cover it all the way. I'll watch them so you don't have to, my friends. We'll be back soon. Please hit the like and subscribe button. What do you think about this? Do you think I'm right about the way that these streaming shows only have like eight episodes is a problem? I think it is. I think it's a big deal. Let me know in the comments down below. Please check out my Immortal Edge sci-fi. I think you're going to love this, guys. Please check it out. Please support our channel. Support real science fiction. We need to build up an alternative to these properties, and this is a great spot to start. I appreciate you guys for reading and being here. We'll be back.